Good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're back here Thursday night to do an episode of Big Surprises. So this is actually the third take on this because I get halfway through and can't remember what the hell I'm saying. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's the end for me. Who knows? Anyways, the album we're doing tonight on Big Surprises, which is a show that we are going to do bi-weekly, alternating with another show, in which I talk about albums that I had less than spectacular expectations of, and they blew me away. So the album that we're going to talk about tonight is this album, Secret Treaties. But I started with this album. This was my first Blue Oyster Cult album. Bought it back when it came out in the early 80s. Had it in vinyl, then eventually got it in a CD after I got rid of the vinyl one. And I liked it a lot, but I never really pursued the group until I started this channel. Well, just prior to coming to this channel, I discovered YouTube. For me, it was a discovery a couple of years before, but I was watching different things and doing different things. And then I started watching a show called Sea of Tranquility. All of you know what this channel is. And they talk about this thing, and I got into it so much I wanted to be part and do something like this. And one of the albums that Pete Pardo talked about on that was this one, Blue Oyster Cult's Secret Treaties. He said this is his favorite, and he liked it a lot, and I thought it's probably a good album. I'll give it a run. But first, before I got to that, I had bought 8 CDs on the first week after I got the channel, and 2 of them were Blue Oyster Cult CDs. One was this one, the other one was Agents of Fortune. So I knew that one better, so I put that one in my playlist first, and I liked it quite a bit. Of course, it has Don't Fear the Reaper on it. We all know that. Good album. I did a review on it and thought, it's. I don't think it was as good as the other one I had, the Fire of Unknown Origin, but I thought it was pretty good. I thought, okay, so now we'll try this one, and hopefully it'll be as good. And at first I wasn't sure about it. I did like the artwork because I like that kind of penciling artwork that you get with some of these really detailed albums, and this is one of them. My daughter does this kind of artwork with a pencil. She's really good at it too. Similar to this. Probably could have do this as well. Anyways, I put it in the playlist, and for the first couple of months I kind of liked it, but I didn't really like it. I thought the songs were kind of quirky, but not something unusual for Blue Oyster Cult, because many of their songs are very quirky. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it just took off, and I just absolutely loved it. I was playing it all the time. I loved every track on this album. Career of Evil, Subhuman, Dominance and Submission. It's a great opening to an album. All 3 of those songs are fantastic. M30, 262, another pretty good song. Cagey Cretins, I thought was kind of good. Harvest of Eyes, I love that. And then, you finish off on the album with the 2 fantastic tunes, Flaming Telepaths and Astronomy, which I think may be my favorite Blue Oyster Cult song. Just absolutely blew me away, this album. And then, this particular version of the album comes with the bonus tracks. Borman, the Chauffeur, another absolute killer track. Another quirky song like Subhuman and Dominance and Submission, but just a fantastic tune. And for a while, Mommy was my favorite song on the album at the beginning when I first started getting into it. And then, you've got a few other versions of like Born to Be Wild and Career of Evil. There's a couple different versions of it that were really quite good too. The album, of course, the cover of the album is really good. The back is really good. And all the songs from top to bottom, absolutely killer. I just think this album, you can't say enough good stuff about it. This is one of my favorite albums that I discovered from doing this channel. I still play it every chance I get a chance. I play it, even though it's not on my playlist anymore. I took it out because I don't want to burn it out, but I do play it quite a bit still. Easily my favorite Blue Oyster Cult album now. Hasn't made that status as masterpiece yet because it hasn't had the requirements, but I'm sure it'll be on the next one for sure. It's an almost cinch. Anyways, great album. If you haven't had a chance to listen to this album, you got to give it a chance, and don't just listen to it a couple times. And it's a Blue Oyster Cult album. They're all kind of quirky in many ways. None of them really sound the same, to be honest. And you just really got to play it enough so that it takes off. I've had a little bit of difficulty with the other two black and whites. I haven't really taken to either of them, but I know I will put them in the playlist again, and maybe they'll both take off as well. But this one, killer. Love it. Fantastic. Get a chance. Try it out. I highly recommend it. So that's the Big Surprise for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Big Surprise. If you have, please hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget the notification bell. And if you want to make comments about the album or anything I've said, you can do that in the comment section below. And we will be back next week when we'll be doing albums that wasn't quite what we hoped for. That's the other show we do. So take care and have yourself a good one. Goodbye.